Welcome
to the amateur hour.
No, I'm not ready.
Jeez,
Welcome
no one's
to
ready here.
Amateur hour
Reset.
number 13.
Reset the amateur hour.
Hard reset.
Just kidding.
We're holding the power button on this. We're not going
Holding
through
the
the
power.
prompts.
Hold the yeah. Well,
Today,
what's going on?
Who's the captain for today's haul?
I think that's gonna be you. Apostrophe S.
Oh,
Captain apostrophe S.
well,
Captain Wetwilly.
sidewise slash mark.
Sidewise slash mark.
Oh, I like that. I could really use some of that in my day to day. Sometimes you just get up and you need a little pick me up. And if someone told me I was going to be the captain of the ship for today,
What would you have done?
Pretty nice start. Well, I'd probably be a lot more bossy at, everything. Which
You'd be more bossy.
yeah.
How's more
I'd
bossy?
come home and I'd be like, Jim, it's dinner time, and
Get to cooking.
Clean my toes.
I know I usually get
Clean
home
my
before
toes.
you, but
It's
I was
dinner time.
expecting
Clean my
something.
toes.
Expecting something on the sweet side.
Schwinten.
You wanted some candy? You're talking about dessert? Is that what you're talking about?
Man, the farther we take this conversation, the gayer we all seem.
Or just you two.
Well, have you guys? This
That's
is
a great
amateur
band.
hour, as everybody doesn't know.
No.
We already did that.
We got to call this something else.
I don't think we already did that.
I think we have to rethink our.
I think we should
plan.
call it the professional hour.
the professional hour. This is the professional hour.
We're a bunch of
So
professionals.
far,
Three
we have
lads.
talked about what have we talked about?
Nothing professional.
Nothing.
We made up weird nicknames for each other, and
Oh, we did?
Well, not you, but
Okay.
that just goes without saying. Yeah, so this is a podcast where we talk about just the day to day, what's been going on with our lives.
Yeah, we try to focus
Just-
on video
just-
games.
Just 3 to 4 random
Technology.
people a week that you don't know from anyone else, but you listen to us talk, and we're glad you're here with us, and we're glad that you came out this fine evening. Let's just all bow our heads and pray.
Dear Lord, our Savior.
We are gathered here today in observation of many, many news stories. Most of them will be true, but some of them we do in fact make up. It's up to you to decide.
Wow.
In the Lord's name we pray.
Amen.
We lost 15,000 viewers.
You lost. No one is listening. No, they're listening.
No, religion's,
only been 3
religion's
minutes.
good.
It's only.
Religion's fun.
It's a fun.
It's a fun
You know,
topic.
Speaking of video games and religion, they're coming out with this game
Oh my god.
where you run the Vatican.
No, they're
Get
not.
the
No,
heck
I'm
out.
just kidding. How insane would that be?
You are
Wouldn't that be
Pope.
sick?
That was the part of the prayer where we say we make up stuff. That was it.
You are the Pope
You
for
run the
one-
Vatican.
Wouldn't that be sick, like-
Sim City?
Vatican.
Sim
Freaking.
Vatican.
Sim Vatican.
No, but like you're the Pope, and like you hear like of people in town like talking of a new savior or something, so you have to go out and assassinate him and stuff.
Oh my god.
goes against the church.
You know, I was almost positive you're going to be like, so you have to hire more people to go spread the gospel.
Yeah,
But
well,
you're
you
like,
do.
no, you go assassinate them. You hire assassins.
Oh yeah, you do. You hire assassins if they don't believe in Christianity.
This is the
then
whole
you take
premise
them
of
down.
Assassin's
You start slow, though. You're like, you hire some people to go out and be like, hey, maybe you should, stop doing that. You'd hate to for God to come down and smite thee.
Smite.
You'll be smite. Yeah, you can hire rational guys or you
Rational
can, like, if
people?
You
There's
level,
two different mindsets that you go
Yeah,
into.
you get because you're good or evil.
The assassins cost more, but they're more effective.
Yeah.
100% of the time, they're going to get their job done.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're gonna get the job done.
125%.
Like the guy who says that the Earth revolves around the sun. You gotta kill that motherfucker. He's like
God,
a boss.
yeah.
He's a
Yeah.
boss in the game.
The Earth
world is
revolves
flat.
around Jesus.
Boom.
The
He's
world's
out of
flat,
here.
Yeah. Anybody says the world is round, you gotta kill the shit out of their families.
Oh my
yeah.
god.
Kill their mother, rape their father.
Yeah.
Rape their father. Come here, you little boy.
No, that'd be a funny game.
That would be a great game.
No, that would be a funny
It couldn't possibly ever offend anyone.
No.
I
Never.
just don't think it's possible.
I don't think so.
We should start a Kickstarter for that.
We
Kickstarter?
should. Oh, draw up the levels.
Sim Pope.
You know, there's actually a game kind of like that.
Oh,
It's a
there
game-
is?
It's a game. Oh, not really. it's a simulation like town game. It's called Towns.
Oh, I saw something about this game.
Yeah, and this is actually from a story that I looked up last week, and we just never got to it. But it's this game called Towns, and it's like a simulation game where you like build your town. I guess I didn't really look that much into it, but they had a Kickstarter for it, and it got funded, and it got backed by a ton of people, and then it was like it was part of like Steam Greenlight before Steam Greenlight was kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And so people were like they were like pretty much buying into the beta, but they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna finish it. We're gonna finish it. So it might not actually have had a Kickstarter. It might have just been like the Steam Greenlight type thing. All I know is people bought into the alpha being like, all right, this game's really buggy a little bit, but it's still fun to play, and we're excited for the release. And then just last week they came out saying like, well, the guy who ran it, he was too stressed and he passed it on to somebody else. And then that guy tried to hold on to it for as long as he could, and then he came out and he's like, this game is never gonna get finished.
Oh my god.
But it's like, what systems do they have in place where it's like, oh, well,
it was getting a lot of press and publicity too and stuff, and then they're like, actually, we're not going to be able to finish
I mean, it was getting backed. It was getting backed, but then it was just like, it's been on sale for the past 18 months and has sold over 200,000 copies.
Aren't they like, isn't it like $20 or something like that?
Yeah, I think so. It was.
Oh, this is on Steam Greenlight?
It was. No, and they took it down, I think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was $15 on Steam Greenlight.
What a piece of shit! What are they doing with all that money?
Oh, the guy passed it on to somebody else. He's like, maybe that was his way of separating himself from like.
I don't want to do this anymore, so
Speaking
take the
Flappy
game.
Bird, Flappy Bird's coming back. Did you hear
Oh, you stole it.
Oh, sorry, man. You gotta jump on them transitions.
You gotta jump in it.
Yeah, Flappy Bird's coming back in August.
Multiplayer.
They're adding multiplayer, but he said he's gonna make it less addictive.
Yeah.
And not so fucking, you won't rage every time you play it.
No, but see, first of all, how can you make a game like that less addictive?
Multiplayer, that's
More
what
ads.
make it way more.
You have to tap the bird and through the ads.
Yeah.
You have
Stay
to tap
alive.
the X mark on the ads before your bird falls down.
He's going to have a mental breakdown and kill himself after this release, I'm sure of it.
Hey, he's gonna be like, I can do it this time, Master Sensei.
Yeah.
No.
He becomes like an all-star app creator, and like people like worship it. Like it's like Brad Pitt's.
He just
walking
makes
through
like the
street.
worst apps. It's like he's like an artist that makes like art, and you're just like, I could make that. My 12-year-old kid could make that.
Yeah.
But then you're like, oh, I gotta buy it because it's his name. It's his name behind it. So he just starts making like these ridiculous games. Like,
Oh, Sundong
people
Yang. It's his next.
Sundong.
What's
Sundong
it?
Yang.
It's something like that.
Yeah, it's something
Win?
similar.
Maybe it's Win.
Wind?
What?
His
It's
last
Dong.
name is-
It's Dong Nguyen.
That's Win. That's
And-
pronounced Win.
It's Win.
Dong Win.
Dong Win.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess
Downwind?
NG together is a W.
It is Dong Win.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's either Nguyen or Win.
Yeah, so it's coming back in August. The original, which is, I feel like people are just gonna be burnt out by then.
Yeah,
It's
people
just
are like, oh, you know what?
it
That
came
was a
out-
pretty shitty app. There's a
Yeah.
lot of new ones.
well, it came. Oh, Flappy Golf is awesome.
Yeah.
Flappy Golf.
But no,
Oh, man.
but Flappy Bird came out and it was just like, it wasn't necessarily unique because it was like, I don't know, it was kind of unique, but it was like a refresher of kind of games that you would maybe have played in the past, like on an NES or something. And it's something that no one did. And then it came out and it blew up. And then everyone and their gosh dang mother just cloned it. They're like, oh, Flappy, Splashy
Flappy
Fish. Splashy Fish. I
Splashy
played
Fish.
Splashy Fish.
Flappy
And
Fish.
all of them were like either really buggy or they weren't as smooth or they just made them like purposely easy or purposely super hard.
Yeah.
And it's just like
I sucked
none of
at
them quite
Splashy
hit the
Fish.
spot. You still have Splashy Fish?
Yeah, I'm terrible at
I mean, I still have Flappy Bird on my phone.
Me too.
I heard.
I never
I heard
downloaded
those were selling on iPhones for like $1,000.
Yeah.
When they first went out,
Yeah.
3 million.
I feel like someone just
3
put it-
million?
Was like somebody put it up there on eBay.
Oh
for 3
my
million.
God.
It's like really.
Yeah.
3 million.
No,
I think eBay was removing them though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had to.
Yeah, because I think the
Like,
first couple of them,
seriously, come on.
like some people bid on them, and then they just backed out. They're like, I'm not
This
actually
is
going to
stupid.
pay for this.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see if
You
I got any
locked in.
publicity
Oh,
for being the first person to bid on this, but no, I didn't. So I'm out of here.
Oh my God. Yeah, that'd be.
Oh, I used to do that when I was in middle school. I used to get on eBay before I was just like I didn't really have quite the grasp of what a credit card was, so I was just like and back when that was a thing, I guarantee you didn't need a credit card or anything because I could just get on there and I always used to bid on WWE action figures.
Oh
And
my God.
some of them would be like collectors worth like hundreds of dollars, and I just think it was fun because I'd bid and then someone outbid me and then I'd just keep bidding and I'd
What?
always just bid and win.
You won?
Yeah. Oh, I won tons of them, but I was just like, I'm not gonna I would just default
really
or whatever.
You
I
just wouldn't
I
pay?
just wouldn't pay. And after
What a fucking
after a while,
jerk.
eBay just banned me. So I
Yeah.
just they're like, what are you
What is this
doing?
kid doing on here?
Oh, this guy just he keeps buying his things and winning.
He's just winning.
Some other good news. Titanfall is releasing their DLC tomorrow, May 15th, and it's only $10.
What's in it?
What's in it?
What's in it that's gonna get me going back to Titanfall?
Yeah.
I don't really know. Doesn't really say. It says like new maps, like Swampland, Runoff, and War Games. So I don't really know what those mean.
So
that's
classic,
good.
Classic
Call of
DLC,
Duty.
yeah.
Call
So
of
you
Duty
ran across
system.
the news line, and then you just like, I think I'll read this news line.
No, that's all it really says. It really doesn't give any more information.
So it's just new maps then.
yeah, new maps. And
Did you hear about the freaking Call of Duty
DLC? Yes.
DLC?
Oh, that's so
What's
insane.
What's about that?
You can buy
You can be
voiceover
Predator.
Snoop Dogs.
What?
You can buy Snoop Dogg voiceovers.
And you can be Predator.
Oh, you can be Predator?
Yeah.
I didn't know
There's,
that.
there's
awesome.
a map where you're on like this island or whatever, and predators are running around, like AI predators, and they kill you sometimes. And then if you I think if you kill one, you get to be one, and you run around and start stabbing people and stuff.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that's pretty hilarious. I just heard about the Snoop Dogg voiceover, like, "Yo, dog, you got a UAV."
Oh my god.
I didn't hear any of it. I just
What if he
heard
says the
story.
N word like, yo, my, you got that machine gun. Smoke another blunt for that one.
Oh, that's Snoop Dizzle.
Snoop Dizzle.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Double D-O-G spells dog.
Instead of kill streaks, he just hands you a joint out of the corner of the screen.
Yeah.
And your
Here
face
you
gets
go.
all fuzzy and everything.
Your eyes get all bloodshot.
Yeah.
Your screen gets all red.
You just sit. Your character just sits down and plays with his feet. Oh man.
No one can kill you either. You just sit down. It's like a rest period.
Yeah, I just feel like all this is just like it could either just be because they're trying to do something different, or it could just be the fact that maybe Call of Duty's losing steam and they're seeing it in their numbers, like their number of players online. I don't know. Personally, I can't remember the last time I played Call of Duty. It's
Yeah.
probably still a pretty popular game.
On console.
Next to you're true about that. League of Legends is like probably the biggest game, followed up by possibly Minecraft, which might even dwarf Call of Duty.
What
on
about
the
World of
consoles.
Warcraft though? There's still millions of people that play that too.
Yeah, not as many as League of Legends and Minecraft. I don't think.
Oh
Though.
really? Do you think those have more
I don't know.
bigger populations? Really?
I feel like they do.
There's probably some crossover there though.
Yeah. Well, I know. As far as the stream world goes, nothing beats League of Legends. Like League of Legends is.
Oh
the
really?
prime.
I can imagine that'd be a pretty good game to stream.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that game looks like actually.
League of Legends.
Yeah.
It's.
I
pretty
thought it
cool
wasn't
looking.
it wasn't
it's,
it.
It's kind of like cell shaded, like Borderlands a little bit, I guess.
Oh,
I don't
wow.
know. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong at describing the aesthetic, but it's like it's kind of cartoony, but it looks really smooth, and like the game is solid just overall. It's just not my kind of game, or else I would probably play it because it's just like fully polished, and they just keep polishing it, and they keep releasing heroes. I think there's like 150 different characters that you can play.
Did it get born out of Warcraft 3?
I think so. Yeah. Well, I know something Dota.
Dota, that's what I meant.
Yeah,
Dota was born
Dota.
out of that.
Yeah, and
Okay,
I
maybe
think
not.
League of Legends came from looking at Dota, and they're like, "Oh, we want to do this." I don't know.
Oh, really?
None of us have any clue what we're saying.
That's
right
why
now.
it's amateur hour.
That's why we make up half the stuff we say. But no. Speaking of World of Warcraft, a little bit.
Yeah.
Have you heard of this new MMO called Wildstar?
Wildstar, no.
It's supposed to be this like new MMO. I feel like every MMO that comes out is supposed to be like, oh, this one's gonna kill World of Warcraft. This one's gonna bury it in the
everybody's
ground.
like, this is the next one.
Yeah. There's been tons of those. There was the Star Wars one.
Yeah. Harry Potter.
Harry
MMO.
Potter.
Visit, become a child of Hogwarts.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh my god.
Everyone's just flying around.
Oh my god, he's got a level 3 Wingardium Leviosa.
It's level 3.
Wow, look at all those wands that demon just dropped. That was loot.
Oh my god, the loot.
Ooh,
Grab it.
Wands and
grab it.
cloaks.
Look, Birdie bots every flavored beans.
No! Throw up!
Oh, it's the throw up flavor.
No, it's gone.
Go on. Rank up your pets in Hogwarts MMO.
The only pet you can have is an owl, but you can still rank it up.
It
It doesn't do anything.
It's time to play a little
It's
game.
more like
called Snatch.
it's an overrated carrier pigeon.
overrated carrier pigeon.
Instead of in-game chat where you type it, you just have to send the owl to people, and then you have to wait for it to get there and come back. It takes you like a week to have a conversation with someone.
Chat.
Hey, I just got my level 3 Wingardium Leviosa. Just by the time you get this, I'll actually probably have it up to like level 6 or 7.
Come on, everybody meet at the front. We're gonna do a raid on McGonagall. Ron Weasley, you lead the way.
It's Professor Snape.
Grab 3-headed dog.
Oh God!
Grab Hagrid. He's a tank.
Hey.
Throw him down the alley. The lane. Throw him down the middle lane.
Oh jeez.
Make him run.
Middle
Make him
lane.
run.
We somehow got that back to
God.
League of Legends. But no, anyways. Jesus.
Hey, that was a tangent.
Wildstar.
Worldstar.
Wildstar. It's
Worldstar,
like
hip hop.
I've never been into MMOs and I've never wanted to get into them.
Yeah.
But I feel like a big draw, at least from my standpoint, to an MMO would be if you got into it like on the starting day and you like really got into it. And I think another thing that because that is not enough. But I think if there was like a big group of my friends
Yeah.
who were playing, like just if the four of us just on opening day we start a clan or whatever, and we all create new characters and we all run around together and we like get on every night. We only play together. It's just the only time we can play is when it's all of us.
All three of us are together.
Yeah, but I feel like I don't know. It might not work for us because we already hang out a lot together. Maybe it's more like a long distance thing if I had like a big group of friends. So
We gotta move far away.
To do
We wouldn't
Wildstar.
play with you.
But no, I don't know. I
wants
think
to
it would be
play with
cool.
you?
And
It looks pretty sweet. It's like a third person type thing where
yeah, it's classic MMO.
But it's definitely more. I mean, it's pretty fast paced.
Yeah, well, the twins were talking about it, and they're talking about how it's they tell me all these things that make it better than all the other MMOs, and I'm just like, I've never played any of those, so I don't know. I played Guild Wars 2 with them once, and I don't know. That was one where I was like got super hardcore into it for a couple days, and then I was like, I'm playing this like 2 years after it came out, so I'm already 2 years behind everybody else, so I'm just gonna quit.
Right.
Because it's just like a lot of that game is how much time do you have to spend? How can you spend into like getting your guys good?
Oh,
and then you have to
yeah.
like But if you were like on the top and you were the pioneers and you were figuring out like you were going into a boss fight and you couldn't get online and look up the guides to the boss fight and you had to figure it out by yourself. Like that's a lot more fun than just being like, oh, we're stuck. Let's go look online and figure it
I
out
hate
there.
that.
Yeah.
Once you start doing that, once you start looking online like that, then you can't stop. You're like, oh shit,
Yeah.
now I need it every single time.
Yeah.
Can't stop, won't stop.
I did that. I used to do that for Fallout 3.
Yeah,
I
oh,
did
me
that.
too.
I looked at the game guide and I was like, all right, every single dungeon I go in, I'm going to bring up the game guide on Wiki, make sure I don't miss anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I became a super hoarder.
You get addicted to it though.
Became
And
a
you
super
can't do
whore.
it without it.
Super whore.
It's like when you can't get past a level yourself or a boss, you can't figure out how to like. That's what I would do on Fallout sometimes. If I encountered somebody that was really freaking hard, I'd look up tutorials on how people beat him.
Yeah.
And like once I did that once, every single boss or every single crazy guy I got to, I was like, oh shit, I gotta find out how they
Yeah.
beat this guy.
Yeah. But that's just something that we've been spoiled with because back in the day, if you were playing video games, you got stuck on a boss, you had to
to figure
die
it out.
and
Yeah.
keep figuring it out.
Or just go buy the manual and go
But-
to the actual game store.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but now it's like I feel like our culture is almost if you were at that point in a video game, you just quit. Like you
Yeah.
wouldn't keep trying to figure it out because you'd be like, I don't know.
Really?
I almost
Well,
feel I almost feel like a wide percentage of the gamer base is like they kind of want the game to be easy. They kind of want the game to be.
They don't want to try.
I mean, it's not that they don't want to try. They want to see progression and they want to see character growth and everything like we've seen in Call of Duty and even in like games like World of Warcraft, like everything that you can level up in and become stronger.
Yeah.
That's what people want. But if it's just like if you go back to the old games where it's like you don't level up and you go until you can't go anymore and you die and then it's game over and you start over again. I don't think any game like that.
Like Spelunky?
Spelunky, but Spelunky, you have some sort of progression because you can unlock shortcuts.
Yeah.
Like think if you had
There's
to,
not a lot of games like that though.
no,
that
there's
you're
not.
talking about.
No,
You die and start all the way over.
Spelunky's probably
Legacy?
the most retro as far as elements
like Mario.
elements
Yeah.
of what's going on. Yeah.
But like when I'm gaming, I'm trying like if I come across a thing, I'm always trying to not look it up because it's like to me it's like math. Like if you don't learn addition, you're not gonna know how to do fractions. You know what I'm saying?
So you get past the medium part and then you get to the hard part and you're like, well, I have to look this up too.
yeah,
Because I didn't learn the medium
If you look
part.
it up, yeah, exactly.
There's this new thing on
You can learn
PS4
as
where
you
you
go.
can like if you have a problem and you can't figure it out, you can ask one of your friends and jump in your game.
Wow.
And play it for you, or you can watch their video.
Who's
of
gonna
how they
freaking
beat
do
it.
that?
It's the craziest thing.
Yeah,
though.
it's one of those things that they added and they're just like,
Nobody's
this will be
gonna do
cool,
this.
but at the end of the day, I don't think anyone's gonna take the time to be like, just in case any of my friends get stuck, I'm gonna record this little tidbit.
yeah.
Well, yeah, or
Or
then
like,
they-
or like I'm playing Batman. I can't get through this level, bro. Will you stop playing Call of Duty for a second? Come and get my Batman game and show me how to do this level. No, I'm playing Call of Duty. I'm not getting in your fucking game.
I mean, no, it's props to them for like doing something like that. Like
Yeah.
the fact that you can do that is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I think it's always gonna stand as the fact that you
the
can.
fastest way to do it. Let's just go to Wikipedia.
Yeah, and that's way
Yeah.
faster. Or looking up a tutorial on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like that's way faster than trying.
I feel like
to get one of your
everybody
friends
just goes to YouTube when they have a problem, anyways. Like, oh, I don't know how to change a tire. Go to
tie my
YouTube.
tie.
Yeah, tie your tie.
Make a bow tie out of a tie.
That Cincinnati bow tie.
Rusty trombone.
All right, I knew where that was going.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
I
yeah.
wanted to talk about Google Glass for a second because a couple of new cool things have come out about this pretty what do you say, futuristic invention, Google Glass.
Futuristic.
Have you been keeping up on the news with this item?
Other than
technology?
looking at a couple of them every day on other people, that's it.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You work with some people that have Google Glass.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Google Glass is now on sale for everybody. You can go to the website right now and buy
they in
Google
stock?
Glass. Yeah, they're in stock
Really?
right now.
Yeah.
$1,500 still,
Yeah.
but they are in stock and you can go buy one right now. So that's pretty insane. But they say it's still like a beta, but they just wanted to make the beta more widespread.
It's a $1,500 beta.
$1,500
Basically.
beta.
So wait, what happens?
And you
when
have to
they
live
get
in
all-
America.
What happens when they get all the things polished out? Like, is it still gonna be? Is it gonna be more?
I don't know. No, I think they're gonna bring the price down for a more consumer friendly price.
Yeah. Well,
But-
you never know. I mean, it depends on how much they sell at the $1,500 mark.
Yeah,
Or maybe that's
really.
their thing. It's just like we're gonna sell it for $1,500 until we see this price, like the purchases start to plateau,
Yeah,
and then we'll drop the price.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's what they'll do.
Yeah, like they
'Cause
want to milk it for as much as they can.
Oh
Obviously.
yeah. Well, they just a couple of days ago they were at some big professional PGA golf tournament and they were selling them just there at the golf tournament.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Did they sold them for their full
I'm
price?
yeah, and I'm pretty sure they sold out there too.
Wow.
And then
I bet they
think it was
took
just-
credit card.
Yeah, they probably.
You got $1,500 cash?
It's cash only. We only accept cash or money order.
Cash, food stamps, money order.
Food stamps.
Food stamps.
I'll give you all my food stamps just for Google Glass.
My whole family's dead.
I've been saving for 7 years.
Wow. But so that's pretty cool. And then another thing that came out about glass is that Samsung is coming out with their own. It's called Gear Glass.
Oh wow, Gear Glass.
Yeah,
huh?
and they're saying it's going to be available in September of this year.
How much
buddy.
you want to bet it's going to cost less?
Probably a lot.
It's gonna just
Less.
attach to your regular glasses.
Yeah. Oh no! Actually, I saw like what they think it's gonna be. It's like gonna be like a Bluetooth with just
Like
that
an
comes
ear
out
thing?
with the glass.
The what? It
Yeah, it's
attaches to your ear and then it just comes to your glass? It's like
Yeah.
a monocle?
Yeah, it's like a monocle.
Ooh, that's not going to catch on.
No, it looks. It's not a round monocle. It's just a. You know what the fuck it
monocle?
looks like? A monocle.
What is it look like?
Mr. Monopoly Man.
Still, if it's only one glass on one eye,
That's how
It's like Google
Glass
Glasses.
yeah, but it's part of glasses.
You can
Nuh-uh.
attach it on
You
the
can
glasses.
attach the glasses,
Oh,
but there's
the,
most
the
of them.
only time I've ever seen it is with with
Oh, they
glasses.
had their actual frames, their actual prescriptions in their Google Glass.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you can.
You
do
can
that.
get them like that, but you can get them with just no
sunglasses,
lenses
too.
at all, and it's just a thing that goes across your head.
You can make them sunglasses.
Wait,
too.
so it doesn't even have the little circles for the eye, so it doesn't even look like glasses?
Right.
It's just a little.
It's just a
probably, like,
band that goes
plastic.
across your forehead?
With the glass thing sticking out, and it has
What?
the it's weird.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
If I guess I've never seen that.
Yeah, it's
It comes.
It's
It comes
pretty
when
crazy.
you get like glasses.
That's like the most popular
sunglasses.
one too, without lenses at all.
I don't think so.
It is.
There's an attachment thing for like sunglasses though.
Yeah.
That they just like attach on the brim on the front of it. They wear your nose.
You would just
Thing.
look dumb.
Yes.
You would look so dumb like that.
Well, just about as dumb as the guys with real glasses in.
Not really, because it's like oh, that guy's wearing glasses and he's got like this big band on the side of, like, if you don't know what it is, you're just like, I don't know what that is. But
Yeah. Well, if you don't have glasses, you
still
just look like the
glasses.
Terminator.
yeah.
I can see through your clothes.
Is that fucking Cyclops over there?
Is he about to melt me?
You get him in colors now too, so you can get red one. You can look exactly like Cyclops.
Oh wow, what a grimy subject.
Yeah.
that was a good one.
Oh wow, you.
No,
prick.
no. Well, in other technology news,
Oh,
Amazon is launching Dash. Amazon
that?
Dash. It's a scanner. So say like you go to your fridge and you're like, man, I'm almost out of milk. I need to go to the store and get some milk. No, I don't. I got Amazon Dash. So you grab it and you scan it, the barcode, and they deliver groceries to your house.
Wow.
It's insane.
So if you're just like, hey, I need milk, all you have to do is that, and they'll just bring you a gallon of milk.
They'll bring you a bag and has a gallon of milk in it or other stuff. Like it's
That'd
so
be
it's like
incredible.
so it's like saying like say if you're like you're a dad and you're watching your kids or whatever. You're stay-at-home dad, so you're like, I need.
Oh yeah, stay-at-home dad, real popular family.
I can't. Well, there's a whole bunch of dudes in the room. There's a stay-at-home mom, by the way. No, say if you can't, you're like so busy you can't go to the grocery store, so you just start scanning shit.
Or you're playing video games all night. You don't.
yeah,
wanna leave.
you don't want to leave the house. You just want to play video games. So you
I
scan.
hate the grocery store too, so that's why.
Yeah, so like people that hate the
What's
grocery store.
what's the charge on that?
The
Yeah.
charge? Well, it's not. It doesn't. They don't have a price yet.
Oh, it's not. So it's not out
It-
yet.
it's-
They
it's
just
This
come
is
out.
your
It's probably
$3
select
gallon of
areas.
milk with
No, you have to
$8
go-
shipping and handling.
You have to go. Yeah, you have to like go and sign up for it and get the beta for it. Like they're sending it out, but everyone can go try and get it.
The
do you
beta
mean,
for
beta
groceries.
for what?
These might be expired. We don't know.
No, it's not just for groceries. It's not. It's for anything. So like anything has a barcode.
Your groceries may have glitched out on the way to your house. There's only half your groceries.
They might not be gluten free anymore. We're sorry.
It's a
No,
beta.
they're like being like more like UPS now. So if you want to like, say you're like in Best Buy, you can turn this around, boop, and you scan it. So like it goes to your phone. It connects to your phone through Bluetooth. And say you want to buy stuff, instead of buying it at Best Buy, you can get a cheaper deal on Amazon, and they'll ship it to your house.
Amazon is a bunch of bastards.
Yeah.
They are. They're trying to put every other business out of business.
They are. They're
They're-
trying to take over the world.
Yeah, well, they're a technology company, and now they do like what's that called? I can't remember what's UPS called? What's that called? Parcels or whatever.
Yeah, parcel service,
Yeah,
something like
parcel
that.
service.
Yeah,
Parcel
parcel
postals.
delivery.
And now they have like
But they're
e-marketplace too.
I've heard that Amazon literally makes zero money. Like they don't make money at all. They're literally in business to put everybody out of business, so then they're gonna make money. But right now
They're just breaking even.
literally that they're breaking even. They
Yeah.
make $0.
So
They make like a percentage
if you
off
think
of
about
sales.
it,
They make like one
when
penny.
you're that big of a company, you know you're making money. But since they're not, that's how much money they're putting into research and development,
Right, yeah.
upgrading all their
Technologies, yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
And you know, if you can do that, the
Yeah.
longer you can do that, other companies are like,
Fuck, what are we gonna
We'll
do?
put a little bit in, but we want money now too.
Yeah.
But Amazon's like, no, we're a juggernaut. We make a crap load of money, but we're just gonna put it all
We're gonna
back
put
in.
it all in. They make enough to pay their employees
Yeah.
and pay everybody, but they literally don't make any profit. They just
and
they
the rest just
freaking-
goes to expand it.
Yeah.
One of those reasons is why Best Buy in like 2012 lost like $1.2 billion
Yeah.
because of Amazon. So they
Yeah.
switched how they run their like business. Now you can pick up stuff in store and stuff like that. So like they're trying to compete with Amazon, but they're not going to because Amazon, I feel like, is always one step ahead.
Amazon's too built into every consumer's mind now. It's
Yeah.
just like
Well,
even
well,
when
you
I'm,
can always- you
even
can
when
get
I'm
it
at the
cheaper on there,
store, I'm
too.
just like I'm at the mall and I'm just like, oh, that looks sweet. I'm gonna go look that up on online. I say online when I get
Yeah,
home, but
yeah.
you know you're just gonna go on Amazon.
Amazon, yeah.
Like
Imagine
eBay used
grocery
to be
shopping.
kind of like Amazon, but then it's just like eBay kind of just faded away because.
Yeah.
I mean, at the best, you'll either get probably the same price for a buy it now on eBay, or you'll want to bid. But who wants
You
to take
pay
the time
more,
to bid
though.
anymore?
Yeah,
feel like you pay more on
that
eBay.
used to be cool. People,
Oh,
our,
yeah.
our parents used to like to do it.
Yeah,
but-
yeah.
Well, this is sweet, and now we're like,
Look at
that's
eBay.
stupid.
No,
I
I
don't
want it now.
Wait,
I want it now.
Amazon Prime now.
Can we get 2 hour shipping on this?
Am I bidding to save $2? What the hell?
Yeah, it's not worth my
It's
time.
like Cubids,
Oh yeah, Quibids.
Quibids or something like that.
Quibids.
Yeah.
Do you think that just as technology and everything, and as we, because I feel like us as a culture, we have a lot more to do now than maybe people like 20 or 30 years ago. Do you think that's why those people are willing to spend that much more time to get like a $2 off discount or something like that? Whereas if we're just like, we have so much to do and we have so many things that we could be doing and so many things, like you can never just sit down and not have something to do.
Oh,
Like,
seriously,
we can
yeah,
never
you
we
always
can
have
never
to-
sit down in this house and be like, you could sit down and be like, I don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
But you can't sit down and be like, wow, there's nothing to do.
Yeah, we have so much to
So
do.
do you think that somehow correlates with the fact that we're just like, we want to just get everything now. We just want everything right now. We just want everything super
Oh
fast.
yeah, I think so. When we're like,
Yeah.
and you don't see a lot of people like. Sometimes on my Facebook, I'll see people like complaining about a business or something like that, but none of them are my age. They're all my parents' age.
Yeah.
And it's like people our age just don't complain. We're just like, well, fuck it. I'm just gonna go do it somewhere else
Yeah.
or whatever.
I'm gonna go
waste my
find something
breath.
else because there's so many other like
Yeah.
for anything. Yeah, for anything you want. If someone else isn't doing it right, there's 20 other companies that are, so just go to them.
Yeah.
Like,
So you're just like, I don't have time to waste even talking to you.
yeah.
Well, that's why everybody uses like Facebook and like Twitter and like no, I feel like no one really leaves their homes anymore since they have so much. They have so much to do on hand. Like you have your phone always. You always have a tablet. You have
Yeah.
a computer now.
Well, it's just like
Yeah.
us with the grocery store. Like when was the last time I went to the grocery store besides yesterday or the day before? Like
Oh,
it was like 2 or 3 weeks, and we're just like, all right, we're gonna buy a load of food. We had to freaking Jenga our freezer in to get all the frozen pizzas and fish
We did,
sticks and
it's
everything.
insane.
And we're just like, all right,
Tetris?
we're just gonna pack as much as we can in
Sure,
here,
good.
and then. You know, because normally it's like some people even I know over in Italy, when I went over in Italy, it was customary to go to the market every
All the
single
time,
day.
yeah.
Every single day.
You get fresh,
What?
you get fresh fruit, you get fresh meat, you get fresh everything for that meat for dinner. Like
Wow.
you're buying dinner every day.
Don't they eat really late too? Usually, like
Yeah.
like really late.
Well, yeah, they always they just eat all the time.
That's
it's
crazy.
pretty awesome, but yeah, no, it's just I mean it tastes great,
Yeah.
but it's just like I don't.
We're
wanna
wasting
do
all
that.
this time at the
Yeah.
market.
Well, I feel like as Americans, we're more focused on technology and stuff, and people like overseas are like, like we're just gonna just take every day as it is and not really worry about
No,
technology.
I think to a certain extent. I also was staying with my grandparents.
Okay, that could
So
be it too.
they're a little older fashioned, but I mean you'd go there and there'd be a shitload of people there every single day, and you just go there, they'd know you, and you'd like haggle. You just haggle your prices.
You
at the
haggle
market.
with them?
Yeah, because it's at the market. It's like you're going between Amazon and eBay. You see Amazon over here selling his fish for $2.50 a pound, and you see eBay over there at like $2.
Scan that
But
shit.
you really like the $2.50 because you know he's quality. He's like, hey, give it to me for $1.50 because that guy said he'd give it to me for $1.
I'm bidding on
Oh,
this shit.
Like
wow.
that's probably a horrible bargaining idea.
Yeah.
But
There's something called drop
You just get shot.
Drop shipping?
Drop shipping,
no.
where people will advertise it on eBay or Amazon and then buy it from other and just send the address straight to them.
Wow.
Really?
My buddy made $400 in a week off of it.
What?
Yeah.
So wait, what do you do?
So he got like water pumps. He found like a trending item, and then he listed it on Amazon
Yeah.
for a higher price because he saw that they were going for higher on Amazon.
Yeah.
But he found it on eBay for like $200.
Oh, so you
$100
buy
cheaper.
from the cheaper of the two and then just send it
And
directly to the other
you
one.
advertise it on Amazon, and then you put the address that the person sends you for eBay.
Yeah.
You send it right to them.
Oh wow.
And
So it's
then
for people
you
who
make-
don't check both of them.
Oh yeah,
Basically.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
It's for those people that want that convenience and that don't care, but that money is not.
I don't
Yeah.
understand. That sounds like just like eBay.
Exactly.
But you're doing it
the
from
middleman,
eBay to
basically.
Amazon or from Amazon to eBay. Like whichever
What?
one you look at the same item on
You're
both
hustling.
of them.
Yeah, you're hustling.
And whichever one's
Is what it-
cheaper,
is what
you
it
buy
is.
it from there and sell it on the other one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's
What's
crazy.
it called? Drop shipping?
Drop shipping.
We need to
That's-
start a
is that an
business.
app?
No, it's a term.
Wow.
No, one time I actually did something similar to that where I was buying textbooks for college for my college courses back when I used to freaking buy textbooks. my last two freaking years I was like, I'm not buying any books. This is dumb. But no, I was buying textbooks and I bought them from like I forget what it was. It was a book site. Like that's all they did was sell textbooks and they sold them super cheap. And they sold a lot of them were like the international editions where they were like paperback instead of the hardcover and everything. And I was looking at them, and I was like, they have the exact same thing. They're just paperback. They have a different cover, and sometimes the page numbers don't match up when they like, give you an assignment. But usually they'll say read chapter 3, so you don't need page numbers. to
Oh,
figure that
okay.
out.
Like that's
You're
an
in
older
college.
version of it.
Yeah.
No, it's not an older version. It's word for word, but it's just like the way that it's not the same. It's like it's printed by a different company, so maybe the font size isn't the same. Or
I've seen them where the chapters are different
Or like-
orders too.
yeah.
Where they're like,
Yeah.
read chapter
Like
3, it's about this, and I'm like, oh, that's chapter 7.
Yeah. Like it takes a little bit of fidgeting to figure out where you have to go, but you still
Yeah.
figure it out. And I saw those, and I was just like, huh. And so like I had to buy a textbook for whatever class it was, and it was like $150 for the normal one. And then I saw the paperback one, and it was $30. So I was like, okay. So I just bought like 5 of these.
Oh, what?
I spent as much as I would have on a normal one, and I bought like 5 of these, and then I just posted them on like Amazon. I think it was Amazon. I posted the books on Amazon at their $150 cover, but in the description I said, warning, this is the international version. It's the exact same content, but it is the international version and it's paperback.
Yeah.
And that's what I said. And then I sold the first 4. I just sold them.
For the $150
Yeah,
each?
I just sold them.
The same as the
hustler.
hardback?
Yeah. But then the last one, the guy was just like, he was irate. And he's like, I want a refund. This is bullshit. And then Amazon closed my account and I didn't get the money.
Holy shit! Well,
I was riding high on cloud 9. I was like,
I'm gonna
do
get
this
all
for the rest
this
of my
money.
life. This is how I'm gonna make a living. I don't know why anyone hasn't thought of this. And then
Dream
Amazon's like,
smashed
no,
by Amazon's
no,
hammer.
we got you. We
Wow.
got you. Yeah. If we're not
Dude.
making any money, you're not making any money.
That's the textbook game is a hustle game though. Like we should do that.
Oh,
We
it's a
should just
hustle
do
game.
that.
Yeah, until you get caught.
See, and then the hammer
I mean, I
comes
almost
down.
feel like I was breaking the law because
No.
they're just like, "Hey, you're shut down."
No, but like
Confirmation email.
Yeah,
You've been
confirmation
shut
of
down.
You
you're
didn't?
shut down.
Didn't you try to reason with that guy at all or something though?
Yeah, like I sent him like an email back, but he had already sent like an email to Amazon. And he's like, "This isn't what I paid for." Blah 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 blah. And it was.
Did
it
you
was
read the description, you idiot?
Yeah, he's like,
Yes,
I got
it
this for
is.
my daughter, and I guess something messed up with the shipping too, where he got it like a couple days late, so he was already pissed about that. It's just like everything went wrong.
Wow.
What a wiener.
So,
And then they closed your account just on one bad thing.
well, yeah, because I
Wow.
was
It's
selling.
misleading.
It was a
Yes,
mis.
it was-
It wasn't. I wasn't selling technically what I was supposed to be selling, even though I put it in the description. It was just like, no, you can't do that.
That's lying.
You can't do that. Why?
Because I sold it under the category of all the other one, like the same
Like
one.
keywords.
Yeah. Like I titled it exactly what the other books were titled.
I
so-
feel like you could have got away with that if you would have titled it international version and then you didn't sell it for the same as what the other
I
ones
feel like I
were.
would have gotten away with it if I would have just sold 4. I'm just gonna make a quick 600 bones and get out.
Yeah.
But
That's
yeah,
hilarious.
So that was a thing that happened.
God, I want to start drop shipping now. There's got to be like some software
Oh, you
that
need-
you can get
Oh,
that
you
just
have to
scans
be able-
Amazon.
you
and
have
eBay.
to
The thing
be
is-
able to hop back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tab it out.
But the thing is, once it's known enough to have not only a term for it, but for people to be talking about it, you know, there's people that have already pounced on that and like they almost
yeah.
monopolize the market. Like they have everything. They've
Yeah.
already thought of it. They were in on the ground floor, and now you got to look for some other scam.
But I know people. I know people that do that for a living. They just drop
Yeah.
ship. Like people up at Pit and
make
Bay, they just have
30,
boats, and that's
40.
all they do. They just drop ship.
Yeah.
Like I think it's still a
Drop
viable
ship,
thing
like,
because
they
there's
go out
so
in the
much
middle of
stuff
the
on
lake
there.
and
They just drop shits.
Drop shits.
They drop trout and drop shits.
Hey, has anyone ever wanted to drive a hovercraft?
Nope.
Wow.
No.
No.
No? Well, this Hoverbike's coming out. Possibly in 2017.
Hover bike?
Wow.
A hoverbike, yeah.
Like a
a
hover
motorcycle. Yes.
Oh, really?
Wow.
But,
That's
you know,
not gonna
a
work.
hefty price, though.
Yeah.
$85,000.
For something that will inevitably kill you.
It goes 45 miles an hour. It doesn't go that fast.
that'd be fun
But-
though.
It's a pretty sick-ass picture, though.
Let me take a
There's
look
already
at
a
that picture.
prototype going around.
Oh, there's a cooked prototype. That's fucking Luke Skywalker's on his bike.
Yeah, it's super sick looking, but it only goes 45 miles an
Wow.
hour, but
What are those fans on the bottom of it?
it's a hover bike. What do you think we hover with?
I don't know. Maybe it was just
Jet
the
fuel.
force. I
Jet
mean,
fuel.
Luke, you used
Light.
the
I
force.
think I still think that we I still think that we have to utilize light as a fuel source. I think
Oh,
that
that'd be
if we
sweet.
could push out light fast enough and hard enough that we could utilize light.
Make a little tiny tube.
Make
a little
just put
tiny
magnifying glasses above the whole world and funnel it into one ray of power.
of power.
Yeah.
Generate.
The whole world will be a little bit dimmer because of that one power source, but that power would just be on.
We could have lights all the time.
We could have lights all the time. Wow.
Wow.
Centralized focus on a solar panel that pumps out thousands and thousands of volts of electricity.
You'll be their market advisor.
Okay. You're like the spokesman for the light thing.
Come to the light.
That's the weird guy talking about the lights.
We're the children of the light.
Children of the light.
Or the
Little,
corn.
freaking.
No. You ruined
Wow.
it. All right.
Dang it.
Well,
Did you
moving
guys
on.
see? Did you guys see that Batman
everyone
picture?
everyone knows what I'm talking about.
Shh.
Did you guys see that Batman picture?
Yes, we did.
Pretty sick.
Pretty dang
What
sick.
What do you think about Batman versus Superman? You think that's gonna be good? Ben Affleck as a Batman?
I don't know. I think he's gonna sound like more like. Hopefully, he gets rid of his Boston accent. He doesn't sound like.
I hope he keeps it.
Hey, I'm Batman.
Hey, I'm Batman.
Hey, I'm Batman.
Hey, Robin.
Hey,
Hey,
Robin.
Robin.
Hey, Robin.
There's other characters that are supposed to be in that movie though.
Like
Cyborg,
Superman.
Superman. He's got movies though. I think it's gonna be
Who's
that same
playing
guy.
Superman?
The same guy that played Superman on the remake. Yeah.
Yeah, the latest remake. I don't know his name. He's not that big though. I
So
don't
wait,
think,
it's
is he?
gonna be Superman versus Batman.
I feel like Superman would kill Batman with
That's what
one
it's
hit.
called.
That's like,
It doesn't make any
Why
sense.
are they against
why
each
are they
other?
fighting?
I think that's an actual comic.
It
I
is a
think
comic
Sure
book. Yeah.
they're not
It's a
fighting with each other?
It's a comic, bro.
I think it is a comic.
It is a
Why?
comic series.
How does
No.
Superman not just completely flatten Batman? In one
Yeah, or
punch?
just incinerate him with his eyes. He's got
Like-
lasers.
like Superman can fly to spin the world backwards.
Yeah.
Batman
Supersonic.
is just a rich guy.
It's
Like,
just a rich
that
guy.
knows kung fu, and that's about it.
Yeah.
And has trinkets and gadgets and shit. Superman's really strong. I feel like he could just rip Batman in
I
half.
don't know. Maybe they'll do something. But yeah. So the photo that got leaked, I don't know if everyone here has seen it, but
I've seen it.
it's
We
kinda like him
saw it.
standing by the Batmobile or whatever. But it's a thing right now on the internet that he looks really sad in that picture. So a big thing on the internet now is people taking him and cutting him out of that picture and putting him like in sad places.
Oh wow,
Like he's
that's right
here.
here.
He's right here in the rain, sitting by a swing set.
Oh,
and then,
God.
And then like that's the original picture, I think. But then he's just like, just random stuff. Like they just cut him out, and like on the up scene when at the very beginning, that super sad scene, he's just like standing there.
Oh my
And,
god.
yeah, so that's it would figure though, like that's just the internet. Like you release a teaser and you're like, all right, we want to release this and make everyone super psyched and it's gonna be really badass. And then they take it and they're like, actually,
What is that called? Is that called like
gonna put
meme
him,
or something like that?
We're just gonna put him everywhere. Yeah,
It's called a meme, yeah.
it is called a
Meme.
meme. Welcome to the internet, Zach.
I don't know. I just
Welcome to the
okay.
world of memes.
Is that called a meme?
Is it called a meme?
Jeez, what are you talking about, man?
What you talking about, Willis?
What are you talking about? Planking?
Planking?
You talking about Tebow?
Tebow,
Oh, man.
Pacquiao.
Heck yeah, is that a meme?
Yeah,
Pacquiao.
when he got knocked out and everyone was putting him all over stuff,
Oh,
like
gosh.
planking all over things.
Oh, wow.
Freaking that same meme they did with Kanye West too. There was like a picture of him like sitting on he was sitting on a bench at a what's it called when you hang by a rope and you swing down?
Oh,
Zip lining.
Oh, okay.
Him and Kim Kardashian were zip lining or something. There's a picture of like Kim with the trainer, and then Kanye is like on the bench, like sitting down, all sad, looking. At
I've seen that one.
Yeah, so they photoshopped him and put him in weird spots, just being sad Kanye.
Yeah. It's just called Sad Kanye. That's the meme.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But
Yeah.
that reminded me of the Batman thing. But, yeah, you know.
People can appreciate good pictures, but they easily look over them in comparison to really bad pictures. Like,
Oh, yeah.
They just accept good pictures because they're like, yeah, you're supposed to take good pictures. But if you take one bad picture, it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna use this for a while.
That's hilarious. That's so true because I mean, and people probably take more bad pictures than good pictures. They just don't post bad pictures usually.
Yeah, but I don't know. Even if you think about celebrities, like their movies are whole good pictures of them. So if they walk out of their house one day and their underwear's hanging out of their pants, like that's gonna go far in the internet world,
Right.
In comparison to like just the movie.
God, can you imagine that? We're literally like right now, big thing on the internet, been trending for days on Twitter is Jay-Z and
Oh, that
Beyonce
fight.
and Solange. That's on an elevator
Solange?
fighting.
Yeah.
It's
That's
Beyonce's
Beyonce's
sister.
Beyonce's sister like
Oh,
beats the
so
shit
that's
out
a
of
real
Jay-Z on
person's
this
name.
elevator. And but that's like, isn't that insane? Like that there's a footage of a security camera of an elevator ride
Yeah.
where they were fucking fighting. Like you'd think that'd be private in most
Yeah.
people's lives, but not in Jay-Z and Beyonce's life.
Yeah.
You're
The
freaking-
video of some guy recording it from his cell phone. The security guy is recording it from his cell
Yeah,
phone.
he's recording
and
his
so did
security
TMZ.
footage
Yeah.
and sold it. But like it's like little things like that. I just saw another story. It's like Beyonce removed a tattoo from the inside of her finger.
gives
It's
a
like,
shit?
how the hell did you know that? You were paying that close attention?
Yeah.
That'd be insane to be scrutinized that
Yeah,
much.
but you feel like if you're the paparazzi, like it's your job
To do
to
that.
just know everything about that person. You
That's
know their
true.
schedule.
No.
You know when you can get in there, get out.
And when celebrities complain
picture.
about it, though, it's just ridiculous. You know what you're getting yourself into.
No, I don't think so. I don't think that's ridiculous at all. But I mean, I think it's ridiculous to think that it's ridiculous for them to complain about it, because really, who wants their life to be
Then don't become a
pictured and
celebrity.
scrutinized?
No, but
you don't become a celebrity. That's not your job. You're just a good musician or you're just a good actor.
It's not
You
your
didn't-
job, though, to be in the limelight, to be in attention.
No, it's not.
I feel like
You
that's
could-
just a like a hassle that comes with the job. Like, yeah, you get to be in movies and you get to do acting, or you get to sing and perform in front of all these people. Oh, by the way, you're gonna have people bugging the shit out of you for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
I mean, you
It
have
just comes with it, though.
you have to
that
deal
does.
with it,
But people bugging the shit out of you like your fans. That's not the same as paparazzi taking photos of you everywhere you go, every
Well, that's-
time you do something.
Yeah, but that's their job. Like, that's what they
Yeah,
do
that's their
there.
job to stalk you, but it's kind of a piece of shit job.
yeah, it's definitely a piece of shit job.
Yeah, you're definitely a scumbag if you do that.
It's just like that guy that we saw with the tow truck that was towing 2 cars at once. He went out of
Yeah.
his way to ruin 2 people's days.
Bastard. No, I think you could be a
That's the
paparazzi and do things right, but really though, you can't say that. Oh, that just comes with the territory when you have paparazzi sneaking into your house or getting climbing
I don't
over
think they
fences in
sneak
your
in your
yard.
house.
Oh,
you'd
dude,
be
that's all over
surprised.
the news.
It's
Jay
trespassing,
Z.
though.
Yeah, it is trespassing, but people do that. That's why
Well, it's
you
like,
can't be
hey,
like,
I
oh,
can get slapped with this
that
trespassing
first-
fine if I get caught, or I could just get the payday of my life getting the most embarrassing photo of whoever. You know.
Yeah, like
Freaking-
say you shit the bed like one year,
George
and it got
Clooney shits
public
the bed.
everywhere. George Clooney shits the bed, like literally everywhere. George Clooney goes, George, you remember when you fucking shit the bed? Like, oh, fucking shut up about me shitting the bed. God, I know it was crazy.
I do
but
it at least once a week, don't you know?
that would be insane. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you choose that.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't. God.
No, I'm saying I don't think that anybody chooses that as being a celebrity or becoming a movie star or a rock star or whatever you become. But it does come with the territory. You're right. But I think to a way certain extent that a lot of people take
People
it
take
way
advantage
too far.
of it. Yeah, and they go too far. I agree with that. But
Yeah.
you gotta realize what you're gonna get yourself into. Like, it's gonna happen.
Who knows about the app Tinder?
Oh, I do.
Does everyone here know about this app?
Zach knows about it.
I've heard about it.
Zach,
Oh, you've heard about it. You're a flame compared to that
I'm not
Tinder.
a flame at all.
Yes, you are.
Zach's the hottest man on Tinder right now.
Oh, what's your screen name?
His screen name's Hot Zach on Tinder at
Hottie Zach.
gmail.com.
Wow. It is. It's totally that.
Jeez.
All right,
you
so-
get too popular, dude. You're gonna have paparazzi. You know what you're getting yourself into.
Oh, I know what I'm getting
Did
into.
you hear about the
can't
guy?
wait.
Did you hear about the guy who pretended to be a dog on Tinder?
I glanced over that.
Yeah. So he put his picture as this golden retriever, and and then he went on, and initially he had that he was a male and that he was interested in both male and female, and he was getting like the people that he was getting were guys being like, you're such an idiot, like you're no life, blah blah blah. So then he changed it to a female, same picture, same everything, just female interested in males and females. And then like the guys thought that he was a girl, so they were just like, I mean, they were showing some of the messages and it just gets pretty vulgar, like they're just like,
Oh,
you know,
wow,
yeah.
really?
But then some of them were like, he's talking to this person and all he responds is with barks and wags. That's all he does.
Jeez.
And so he's like, get the ball, says the one guy on Tinder. And then he's like, bark, 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 bark. And he's like, that's a good boy. And then he's like, wag, wag, wag. And then he's like, and then the other dude's like, pat, 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 organic greeny treat. And then as he just says bark, but like, and people were just going along with it.
Wow.
And I was just like, and that made me wonder. It's just like, I feel like that comes with the territory again, with just the internet. Like you have something up long enough and people are going to start trolling on it. But how far are we away from just half of the things on something like Tinder or something like that, where people just are, it's just fake and people just make like mock things.
Oh
or
yeah.
whatever. But yeah, I just thought that was pretty funny. He actually deleted the app eventually because he got sick of like all the constant Tinder
Jeez, yeah.
Tinder
People being like,
notifications.
oh, hey,
and everything.
doggy.
Yeah, but
I've
me
seen a
pet
couple
you.
dogs on there. I want to pet that.
Yeah.
Did he say anything nasty to him? Like, I'm about to hump that bitch.
Well, there was this one where
Yeah.
it was like, it kind of gives it just a clip of the conversation, but the guy who he was talking to says doggy style, and he says bark bark, and he's like, you like it?
So wait, there's all just guys talking to him?
Yeah, it's all
He changes
guys.
gender to female.
Well,
Oh,
all
did he really?
the examples are guys.
Okay.
I'm sure he might. What if he even just got laid from just being a dog on the thing? It's just like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna come over. It's
I'm gonna-
I'm gonna rub your
so
belly.
he's like doggy style. You like it? I knew you liked it. He's like bark bark bark. And he's like horny dog, and he's like woof woof. And he's like, see, you're so excited that you make another sound.
Oh my God.
It's just
What
like,
the fuck?
I bet you these guys are sitting there like jerking their meat to like some
jeez.
image of a dog where they're like, actually, this is a really hot
This is
girl.
nice.
I know it.
This is what I like to do. Bestiality is jacket.
Dude, you know there's got to be people on the internet that impersonate. I mean, just like Catfish, you know what I'm saying? You seen that show,
yeah.
Oh
Catfish?
yeah.
That'd be there. I'm sure
Dude,
there's so many people.
I used to do that on freaking PS3 though, kind of, because I used to, when I played Call of Duty, I thought about making like a whole
girl name?
a whole different
Curtis,
girl name. But-
Curtis made a girl name.
Yeah, but I would just put my clan tag in Call of Duty as girl, and you just get friend requests after every game. And
Oh,
people would
really?
message you.
Girl,
Even though
Mr. Phantasmo.
No, it was before. My MisterFantasmo days. It was when it was Dre's Me 33. It kind of looks like Drell's Me because
Yeah.
the eye is like an L.
Drills me.
Drills me. And then there's just like, hey, what's up? What are you doing?
And
Like,
33
it's
looks
just
like titties.
It's just like little boys just being like, oh my god, a girl.
Oh my god, a girl.
It's a girl.
I think I'll try my luck on Xbox Live.
Hey, you're really good at Call of Duty.
Do you think you'd like to load my gun?
You got some fast trigger fingers there.
Yeah. No scope to the face.
Let me get a little close-up view on you.
But like, have you seen that movie Gamer?
Yeah.
with what's his name? Who was the guy?
Gerard Butler.
Gerard Butler. Right in that movie when there's like they have the gamer thing that he starts out in with like it's like a Call of Duty type thing, but then there's that other gaming world where
It's like Second Life or something.
yeah, it's like Second Life, and there's that really fat dude that's a really hot girl in the game. Like,
oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you figure there was like that in World of Warcraft. The twins used to do that. They used to act like they were girls.
What?
And yeah, for gold and
Yeah,
items
so
and
much
stuff.
more money.
Yeah, and they'd go into like these little back taverns, and they'd like give them like lap dances. Like they just their
Oh
characters
my
would just stand on
God.
top of theirs, and they'd hit slash dance or whatever, and they'd just dance on them, and it was just like guys would eat that shit up. Like
Oh my
I think
God.
one of them got married like in
Oh.
game
What?
to a dude. Yeah, it was hilarious.
Do you want to buy
That's
my
insane.
character?
But it's
So what did they say? I want to stroke that dong and stuff
I don't,
to
I
him.
don't
Like,
know. I don't know how
they
graphic
get really
got.
dirty.
Yeah,
They're
I
like,
don't know.
like just
knowing
typing
them,
it out.
Knowing them, if it was an epic item that they
probably
needed,
won't
they were
with
just
it.
like, yeah, we're gonna do whatever we need to.
Oh my
I'm
God.
spread wide open for that.
Let me rim that.
Let me rim that.
Give me the loot. Put the whole thing in your mouth. Okay, I'll do it. Oh my God.
And he's like talking like a dude too. He
Yeah.
sounds like a dude.
you sexy ass night elf.
Yeah, but that's just the reason you should probably believe none of what you hear on the internet,
None of what
including
Zero.
this podcast.
Don't believe anything.
So, the Microsoft is coming out with the Xbox without Kinect now. It's going to be $399. Do you think
Xbox One.
Yeah, the Xbox One. They're unattaching the
I thought
Kinect.
you needed Kinect for some reason.
You
Why?
did. Well, the first version that came out, you did.
Yeah,
Why?
apparently. Well,
Is it built
To
in
have
there?
it run, to have it, you have to have like. Well, first you said it have to be like a 24-hour connection to the internet. Then you have to have the Kinect to be connected to your Xbox to even have it running.
yeah.
But
See,
it was just you just had to have it just because
Well,
it
'cause
wasn't
you
like
could tell
but you have
Xbox
to
on.
use it.
No,
That's how you do the Xbox on because
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
from the Kinect.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
I
Kinect
thought that
hears
was,
you.
Kinect
I thought that
does
was just
everything.
built into
Basically,
the Xbox.
what they wanted the Xbox to be is to be like more like a cable box, basically. And so like you can save movies on there. You can tell what to do, and it'll just do it.
Yeah, but so you're saying that's so when the new Xbox comes out without the Kinect, then you can't do the Xbox on, or like pause or whatever.
Right. It'll probably be similar to the 360 where you just turn on with the controller.
But you can
I
just play
imagine.
all the newer generation of games.
Yeah. That's what I'm guessing. But I was like,
I think they should have done that to begin with.
yeah, they're stupid. But you know what? There was a lot of things on the internet where people were like, this is pretty bad for gaming. Because it's like
Going backwards.
yeah, a game developer, like that was the only thing really that really set apart Xbox.
Yeah, what's the
from
difference now
PlayStation 4.
between Xbox One and Xbox 360?
Yeah, and from PlayStation 4 too. There's not that much of a difference besides the games anymore.
Well, if you think about it, it's pretty similar to computers. Like
Yeah.
computers, when you upgrade your computer, you're upgrading it to play the newer games that come out.
Yeah.
Like you're upgrading your consoles because the game quality and the game,
Right,
just
better.
just the overall processing power that you need
Yeah.
to play games now is more. So that's why they come out with a new one.
Yeah.
So I can see that. I mean, you don't need to. I guess I would be on the side of you don't need to come out with something groundbreaking every time you come out with a console, as long as it has the required settings and the updated performance power to be able to run games within like the next even 5 or 6 years. Like I think this last generation went like almost 10 or 11 or even more.
Oh, that was one of
years.
the longest ones.
Yeah, so I don't think it has to go that long, but I think it has to be long enough where it's 5 or 6 years at least.
Yeah.
But I don't. Yeah, I mean, if you're just pressuring yourself just to come out with something groundbreaking, like if it so happens where you're just like, oh yeah, maybe maybe
Oh
the
yeah,
next.
this is groundbreaking.
Yeah, well, maybe in the next version, it could be a possibility where you have virtual reality, where you have the headsets.
Oculus,
Like,
the Oculus, yeah.
Like the Oculus is just like a built-in.
Well, because
component.
Sony's coming out with their own VR system too.
Yeah.
So
So that'll be on the next PS5.
probably
In about 20 years.
Or
That just
maybe
might be the
comes out-
PS5. It's just like the headset.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
you know what?
Well,
but it
it's
could
more
be-
of like an add-on. It's more right.
Okay,
I think
yeah,
it's an
they-
add-on,
Well,
yeah.
yeah, they might be able to make the box smaller. Make it have more computing power and have. Like,
Oh yeah,
more of the
you
visual
know,
stuff.
because like just like they came out with the slim PS3
Yeah,
or whatever the fuck it was. Yeah, PS3.
yeah.
I was like, I got lost in how many there are now.
Yeah.
Once you get past 3, I feel like you should just call it quits, create a new name. Like
I
you
don't
should have
know.
called it Boobs.
I
something.
like PS4 a lot more than I like Xbox.
Dude, it's got the
One.
new boobs.
It's like, what do you call the first Xbox?
Why not?
Do you call
Yeah,
it
that's
Xbox
true. Now,
original?
oh shit, what the hell was that? Xbox original? Yeah,
Just
that's
Xbox.
true. I liked Xbox.
But then if you
One,
say
man.
Xbox, you could be talking about any of them.
Well, because now you know. Hopefully, I hope that the next Xbox is the Xbox 2. What the fuck?
They're just like, what? There was no 360.
Yeah, 360. Yeah, that's gonna be that's a prequel. There's gonna
Yeah.
be
There's a
360
lot more iterations before we get there.
359 more to go.
There's like a specific add-ons. Oh, do you want to upgrade your hardware? Well, take this little dude and plug it in there.
Paint that bitch.
Oh,
Paint
man.
it up. But yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting because it was like, oh wow, they just took a giant leap backwards.
I think it's just because, I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, I don't think a lot of people were too excited about the next gen consoles. Like, I still don't think a lot of people have bought them.
Yeah,
It's just because of the games that are not out there yet.
Yeah, but to the company, it's just like, what can we do to fix that? Because
Right.
the games are going to come, but what can we do in the meantime to spike the sales? So I think that's why they're like, and what, the PS4, isn't that $399 right now?
Yeah, so
That's competition right there.
right. That's what they're trying to do. I think is compete, and like you said, I don't think that a lot of people were with that Kinect like so excited about it. But there's people out there that were like, I'm getting the Xbox One because it's got the goddamn Kinect.
Yeah. So wait, what does it cost now with the Kinect? Is it $499?
$499. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're just
Crazy.
knocking $100 off.
Right.
Yeah. See, I think they could have easily, and it would have been more competitive with PS3, is if on release day they were like, you can buy the $399 package or you can buy the $499 package that comes with the Kinect. And I think that maybe there's some people out there who bought the PS3 only because it was $100 less.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're just like, I don't really care either way, but I'm gonna buy this one because it's cheaper.
I need a new one. Yeah.
Where if you have them both at the same price, but then Xbox has more like a ultra version,
yeah.
and it's just like, well, which one do I really want? Then you do your research a little bit more.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Xbox also they dropped they're not making you have an Xbox Gold membership anymore to watch Netflix and Hulu and HBO Go on there.
Really?
So that's pretty sick because that was pretty stupid that you had to have that to watch
I
that
remember
stuff.
on my Xbox 360, I had to get a subscription to Xbox Live to watch HBO Go when I was living with Missy and she wanted to watch HBO Go. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh yeah,
shit.
HBO Go's on my Xbox. Oh wait, I have
I
to.
gotta pay $60.
Yeah, and I guarantee you, I maybe played online like once or twice the whole time because I was just like, I'll play a PS3.
Yeah.
PS3 all the way.
I think
PS3
starting
till
today.
I die.
I think starting PS3 till you die.
Then PS4.
Then PS4 once
Maybe.
dead.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We buried him with the PS4. He never got to play it. He wouldn't do it until
He waited
died.
too long
We
and he
actually
died.
were able to get it for free because the PS8 is out. Wow, I'm not giving myself a very long life expectancy.
Nope.
am I?
No, you're not.
Ocho.
PS the Ocho. Oh, you
Spanish
know-
version.
Spanish.
Everything's in Spanish because that's the way the world's going. Everyone's going to
Everyone speaks Spanish. Everyone's going to be bilingual or duolingual.
Bilingual. Conolangus.
Cunnilingual.
Conolingual.
Condolingual.
Oh,
Condoleezza
wow.
Rice.
Well.
Humble Bundle news.
Oh, get out of here.
Yeah, have you guys know Humble Bundle, right? I'm
Yeah.
assuming.
Huh?
Humble Bundle's doing a special They started today.
What is Humble Bundle?
Humble Bundle?
Humble
Is,
bundle.
It's like a kind of like a games for charity type thing where it's like
Yeah.
they put together a bunch of games and most of the time they're pretty good games and actually today's deal was like some AAA titles, so they're like pretty popular games. They're most likely going to be like 2 or 3 years old. I think the original Dead Island like Game of the Year edition was on the one that was
nice.
on today, and a couple more things. I can't remember for the
So
life
you
of me
like
what they were.
it's you donate to get a
Well,
group,
it's just like a bunch of
games.
games, and you can pay whatever price you want for them,
Oh yeah.
and you just get them. They're DRM free. You just get the codes. Most of them come with Steam codes, so you can just download them off Steam.
That's sick.
Their platform is they have a package of games, and you pay whatever you want, and you can get them. And then they have like an ultra package that comes in addition with that you can get if you pay above the average price, which is usually somewhere between like $5 and $10.
Yeah.
So if you pay above the average price, I mean, you're still getting. Even if you can just get on there and pay 1 penny if you want.
What
You get,
comes
like
in that
3 or 4
package?
games. Well, it depends because they have a weekly sale.
Oh, they do it weekly now.
They do it weekly.
Damn.
Well, and just now they just announced that for the next 2 weeks they're doing it daily. So they have a daily Humble Bundle sale. So
We get games out the ass.
Say that 5 times
yeah,
fast.
a Humble Daily Bundle, I think. Is what they call it.
Dumbledore.
Dumbledore.
They're copying on
Dumbledore's
Dumbledore.
daily Birdie Bots every flavor bean. So yeah, so that would be something to look out at. I think once the podcast actually airs, you'll probably have like a week and a half left. But still,
Yeah.
a week and a half of looking at Humble Bundle is
Is it just at humblebundle.com?
humblebundle.com.
Shout outs. We're trying to get
They
sponsored.
also have a store. I mean, they have a store. They have a weekly sale still going on, and then now obviously they have the daily that they're just doing for 2 weeks. I don't know if this is just like a test to see how popular it gets, but
Yeah.
I mean, I looked at it today around noon, and it was like already at almost $1 million that they raised.
Oh
So
my
it's just
God.
Like,
Is
I
it
mean,
like Kickstarter?
it's
Or-
just no, it's not Kickstarter. It's just like I think they just I don't even know how they go about getting these game companies. I think honestly, if you're a game company and your game's been out for like 2 years or so, you're looking at probably not a lot of sales coming in. So if you get on something like the Humble Bundle, where it's just like, when you buy it, you get to pick what percentage goes to like there's charities. What percent goes to the charities? What percent goes to the developers? Like you can do all that. You can adjust that on the slider scale when you type in how much you want to pay.
Yeah.
But
It's
I mean,
nifty.
and within the first couple Humble Bundles that they have, there were people like Notch, like the guy from Minecraft. He was paying like $1 million for one Humble Bundle or something like
What?
that. Yeah, just to because it has the list of the top donators.
Oh,
like
nice.
the top 10 or something. So
$1 million?
yeah,
He must,
I don't know if
be
it was
a
$1 million,
billionaire.
but I know
Is
it
Notch
was
like a
hundreds of
billionaire?
thousands. Oh yeah. Notch is like insane. He's just laughing, counting his money, and he'll never stop counting till he dies.
Can I get some of that?
There's a lot of death going on in your brain today.
I'm just thinking about everyone dying. So at the end of the podcast, you guys might all want to run.
Great.
You're gonna die.
Speaking of dying, Superhot. Who knows about that game?
Oh my God, is that coming out soon?
It's they just started their Kickstarter for the actual game.
Super hot.
So
Really?
yeah.
Finally.
So for those of you who don't know,
Superhot.
Superhot is a FPS where time only moves when you move your character.
Holy
So
shit!
you'll get into
Yeah.
a room and you'll see all these people, and it's kind of like almost Portal-like, where it's like a white room with red guys. I don't know if that's just because initially this was a game where it was for a contest where you had to build an FPS in 24 hours. Like that's just what you had to do. So these guys built this game, and then they're like, "Oh, this is pretty cool." So we'll release it on our website, and it's free to play. It's free to download, free to play. It's more like a demo right now, but you just it's like it's almost like puzzles. Like every room you start off, and there's people walking around, and you just stop.
Can
and
they
then,
shoot
and
you?
then you
if
kind
you're
of
stopped?
No, if you stop and you can like look around, but as long as you're not moving, the bullet they can shoot. And the bullet will be like in midair, but as long as you're not moving, I think the bullets actually do move a little slow, like
Yeah.
slowly still, even if you're stopped. But I mean, it gives you enough time to be like, all right, I need to step to the left real quick, and then you dodge the bullet and shoot
Yeah,
him.
Holy
but as soon
shit.
as you step to the left, the bullet's like.
Yeah, yeah. So it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool
It's so
mechanic.
sick.
It's interesting take on it. I don't think I've ever seen any kind of FPS like that. So
Max
Yeah.
Payne.
it's pretty cool. But
That's it. I was wondering when the hell that shit was gonna get off the ground because
Yeah.
the demo of it you gotta play it. Superhot. Is it superhot.com?
yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
Google
But-
is your
sounds like
friend.
a
in
porno
this.
site.
It might be superhotgame.com.
Super hard game.
But every time you end up get out of a room, it's like
Super hot, super hot.
super hot. It's hilarious.
Yeah,
It's addicting though. You're like, oh shit, I can't believe that's over. I want to play that more.
yeah. It's really fun. I could see them doing a lot of cool things with it. So I'm pretty sure it's on Kickstarter now. When I saw the article, I was like, oh, it's out. But I
Yeah.
guess it's still in development. So.
God, I thought that was on Steam Greenlight or something.
Yeah, I think it was actually.
Like
I'm
you
not-
got greenlit in one, like the fastest ever.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
This will be one of our made-up stories, but yeah, I think it did. Raised over like $1 billion in less than 12 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's got to do good on Kickstarter. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
False.
I'll have to check that out.
False. You're just our fact checker.
Yeah, wrong.
You have been named.
You are
Named?
the weakest
I don't
link.
You have been
Any Twitter questions to
Oh,
close
let's
out
take a
this
look
podcast?
here. Let's take a look.
I mean, I don't want to close it out, but I feel like we're running on that mark.
Running
can't-
on that mark
The,
here.
the amateur 2 hour just doesn't sound as good as the amateur hour. So. And this
The
is the
couple-
professional hour, so neither of those sound as
The
good as that.
professional amateur hour. Did anybody tweet out the stream?
Oh, wow. That would be a thing that we didn't do.
Womp womp.
Wait a second. Let's take a look at at least we can take
The
a look
old
at the
ones?
comments.
The old-
We can take a look at the
Oh,
comments.
the comments
of
from the last
the
episode.
last video though.
Yeah.
Oh God.
That's all right.
Let's not do
Let
that.
me take off my Balmain jeans. Sorry.
He's in love with his.
Let me put
Kid
my
Cudi
staff
song.
in between your legs,
Your body.
my soul.
Oh my God.
All right. Let's see here.
It's good
Look,
duet.
we got a few comments here on the. Oh, there's not a lot of comments. Let's see.
Well, this goes to show you guys, if you could have asked any question, as long as it would have been a question, we would have probably answered it right
Yeah.
now.
Did anybody ask any questions?
Search for question mark. See what we come up with.
There's one of those questions that's would you rather do this or that, which is retarded.
Would you rather get with this or get with that? All right, let's.
Well, look at this. Frosted Banana said, if you guys are looking for a cool app to play, you should try The Silent Age. It is a story puzzle game and pretty enjoyable. Have you heard about The Silent
no,
Age?
but I did want to actually talk about some apps that I was playing.
Oh yeah, that
feel like
brings us
that's
up
a-
good.
Oh,
good skit.
we never had
Little
game.
segment.
We never had game talk in the beginning. Any new games that anybody's playing?
I've been playing a lot of Spelunky lately,
You have. You've been on that.
so that's not new though.
For me, I'm getting back into Call of Duty. And
Oh, you're getting back into
Battlefield.
it?
Yeah. But I'm waiting for Watch Dogs, and that comes out the 27th.
Yeah, big old Watch Dogs.
That's a big old watchdog right
We
there.
talked about last podcast. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just waiting for games to come out.
Yeah. What about you, Fro?
2048.
2048, really?
Still playing that
That's
game?
so hilarious. Oh,
I've been
dude,
playing that.
I think I got another game that you're gonna get hooked on. It's called 100 Balls.
Oh man.
Wow,
Yeah.
100 balls.
It's more of an interactive story. No, I'm just kidding. It really is a game.
You have to
but-
count each ball.
But
as it falls.
it's a little hard to explain. I think people should just download it. It's free. I'm pretty sure it's on your phone too, but I'll show it to you after this. Another cool game, Weed Firm. It's a really cool game. I literally just spent like 2 hours playing it before the podcast. It's like a simulator where you're in your garage and you have to
sell
buy.
weed.
Yeah, it's like I want to say it's
You're a
like
dealer.
Farmville, but with weed. Even though I've never played Farmville, but you know, people knock on your garage door. You sell them weed. You haggle prices. Sometimes you can. They have an option to smoke a joint with them at the garage door.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
no, yeah. Sometimes when you smoke the joint, they will end up wanting more weed and like wanting to pay you more, or they'll just be like, "Oh, I'm cool later. Thanks
cool,
for the
peace."
joint. I'm out." I'm just like, gosh, dang it.
Yeah, you gotta
Nice.
smoke people up to get them to try your product.
Oh yeah, you gotta give him a little taste.
Gotta smoke
No,
'em out.
actually, when the Rasta man comes knocking at your garage, don't give him a taste because he's like, you need to work on how you grow
Hey,
your
man.
stuff. Man.
Oh shit, he
Yeah.
freaks out on
He's
you?
like a connoisseur. You wanna sell it to like the poor kid next door for all of his money. Tell him to go steal from his grandma.
Don't be selling me the bad weed, man.
Also, anyone who plays Weed Firm, watch out for the gangsters because they came and I didn't have enough money to pay them. They
Gonna
stole
rob
all
your
my money
ass.
and all my weed.
Give me
and I
that.
just
Give me that weed.
wasn't that like an hour and a half into playing?
Yeah,
You
it was-
like, and then you're just like,
no,
oh well,
because
fuck this game.
the in-game tip is like, watch out for the gangsters. Like, you want to pay them, or they'll come back to get you. And then I saw the gangsters knocking on my garage. I was like, all right, better pay these guys.
Did
I
you,
had,
not, you can just
I had
not
like
answer.
$700, and they're like, we want $1,200. And I was like,
What?
the only option was tell them to pound salt. Get the hell out of here. And I was
Pound
just like,
salt? Is that
I
what
was
he
just like,
says?
all right, I'm kicking you guys out. And it cut to like this little comic book scene where it was like crash, and then like the screen went black, and then I just got
How do you
lost
like
all my
that?
stuff.
How do you
Oh my
like that? Give
God.
us a salute.
So they're
another game,
black guys?
another game that's kind of cool is Puzzle Lot. It's like there's quite a few games like it right now where it's kind of like a Bejeweled, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like a Bejeweled, but on the top of the screen, you're like a little guy. and
Candy
you're,
Crush?
You're running through the dungeons. I don't know. It might
Oh,
be
that's
like Candy
sick.
Crush. But you're running through the dungeon, then you come up to a monster, and then like the things that you can match are either coins, shields, swords, or potions. So
Yeah.
like if you match swords, then you can attack the guy, and if you match shields, then you gain up armor for his attack. And each monster has like 4 or 5 turns until they attack, and then it counts down, so you know when they're gonna hit you. And then it has a lot of different elements. It is a free to play game, so it has that time situation where it's just like, oh, you have to have this many energy to go into a dungeon or something like that. So then you have to wait for it to recharge.
Yeah.
But I usually play like once a day. Every time I get home, I have my daily poop. And I just
Wow.
get on there and I'm just like, yeah, I'm just gonna go through a couple dungeons. You get loot, you find loot, you can find helmets, shields, and swords. It breaks it down in really simple. It's like simple enough but complex enough to keep you wanting to come back for it. So
You're the perfect iPad user. I feel like because like a lot of people buy their iPads and they're like, I'm
Barely
gonna
uses
use
them.
this for my work and I'm gonna do all
No,
this.
I
But
bought
then
it
they end
solely-
up gaming.
yeah,
and then
yeah.
and then you're like, I'm gonna buy this and all I'm gonna do is game with it.
yeah,
So-
yeah, I bought that solely for game. I was like, all right. I initially just bought it for Hearthstone, but then I was just
Yeah.
like, you know, there are some really cool games that people put a lot of time into, and there's one that's like, it's called Oceanhorn. It's like almost like a Zelda clone. It's $9 for the app, but
Oh,
it is
wow.
polished. It's like a full Zelda like game.
Yeah.
It's insane.
That's
and I
sick.
actually only got there's a free version for benchmarking your iPad to see like if it's up to par with other iPads and stuff. And there's like a free demo, like the first level.
That's a good ass
Yeah,
marketing tool.
yeah, and I played it, and I was like, oh, I haven't bought it yet because I know I want to buy it one day and just play through it. But I mean, there are some really good games, and like it gets more back to like the simplicity of games. Like there are a lot of simple games, like this 100 Balls. Like you would look at it, and if you saw it on a piece of paper, you're just like, that doesn't sound like a good game. That's kind of why I'm not going to explain it because I'm just like, just go play it. Like if you
Yeah.
haven't already, it's
Go experience
it's
100
cool,
balls.
But yeah, so and I also I always look for new games because I want my girlfriend to get into games. She likes Puzzle Lot. She does like Puzzle Lot, and she
Puzzle-Lot.
likes 100 Balls as well, if you know what I mean.
Oh.
Stab.
But the iPad is a pretty good place for like it's a sick ass. I don't know. It's really sick because you can do that. Like you can just get on the App Store and just download a new game like without even thinking about it. It's easier than doing it on your Xbox.
The
or
one thing
anything.
that is a little annoying and kind of frustrates me and is almost like tarnishing to the good games that are out there on iPad is the free to play, where it's like it's free to play, offers in-app purchases. Like I'd rather just pay $5 for the game and not have you milk me, try to milk me for all this stuff. And I think it's a fine line that they walk where they're just like, how can we make more money? Do we sell it for $5 off the bat, or do we have it free to play? And I think honestly they probably make more money free to play because they have all these younger people. Yeah, that's 100 balls right there. They have all these younger people getting into it, and then they're just like, then once you get invested into it, like this puzzle lot game. Yeah. Like once I'm invested in it, I'm like, they have daily deals every now and then for $5 where it's just like gems and coins and stuff. I was like, dude, I want that.
When you play it that much, like it might be worth it.
Yeah, it might be worth it, but it's worth it to me if I play it that much to do a one-time payment.
Yeah.
It's not worth it to me if I just have to keep coming back and paying it. That's the same reason I didn't want to get into any MMOs like WoW or anything. It's like, I don't want to pay a monthly subscription to play my game. I want to pay for it and then that be it.
Yeah.
I think Hearthstone has really just hit the nail on the head when it comes to free to play.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to spend a dime in that game. You just do it if you want a little bit of a head start.
Right.
Where it's like most free to play, it's like, you don't need to spend anything, but you have to if you want to get any farther, because the game just scales ridiculously, and you're either gonna have to play for 100 million years, or you can just spend like $100.
Right.
It's pretty crazy, but yeah. All in all, I think this ad for iPad has been 8 out of 10 stars.
Thanks, Tim Cook, for that sponsorship there, sir.
No problem, Bradley. Back to you. Back to you with the weather.
And today it's beautiful outside. It's not really beautiful here. It's raining outside, and there's a tornado maybe.
Excellent.
And over to Kevin with the sports.
All right, today we're playing 100 balls, and it's looking quite bouncy. Over to James, finishes off.
I'm going to finish everybody off here tonight. Nice. All
Thanks
on my
for coming
face.
out to the broadcast.
You missed my mouth.
Oh, God.
We hope you all had a wonderful time listening to us banter over absolutely nothing, and we hope you tune in next week when we do the exact same thing in reverse.
Yeah.
And
How do you say bye
Apple
backwards?
Vishkin, if you want to tweet at us, you can.
Aib.
Aib
Our Twitters will be in the description
below.
Yeah, right?
Aib.